What's going on, everybody? Evan here with Evan's Detailing and Polishing. We've got a blowgun rod, an all aluminum one, and we've got acid. So a lot of people ask quite frequently which acid we use, and I almost always tell everybody we just don't. I try to avoid acid like the plague because it is the plague. I don't care what your favorite truck wash tells you. Brightener is just a watered down form of acid. I do not believe in using acids. I feel like they do more damage than good. But for this video, I want to give a big thank you to Shiny Trucks up in Canada. He did an awesome video with a piece of diamond plate with some acid, and I'm going to use this all aluminum blowgun rod. I don't even know what you would call this. It's an attachment for a blowgun that has a burst back on it so that they could use it to clean at a printing facility. So what I'm going to do is I'm literally going to put this in the acid. This is straight. We did not water it down. It's straight acid. It's the same stuff you can get right at your local truck wash. I ordered some just to do this demonstration. So yeah, I'm going to let this soak for a few days and show you why I tell people not to use acid. While this starts soaking, I'm going to go back over to my whiteboard and I'm going to explain to you what it looks like underneath a microscope when you use acid and why I don't prefer to use acid. Full disclaimer, I know a lot of polishers that use acid, and I know a lot of polishers that get great results. I myself personally do not use it because I find it hinders more than it helps, and I would rather sand than use acid. It's just my personal opinion, it's just my personal preference. I'm not saying anybody that uses acid is doing it wrong, I'm just saying it's not for me. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you, if you look closely here, this rod. Let me see if it focuses here. Come on, there we go. Alright, so this piece is fully polished. It had been polished a long time ago. I haven't polished this in quite a while. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to dip it in the acid and I'm going to show you exactly what the first initial thing is that it does, I guess. I don't know. Let me grab a towel and we'll start this experiment. Alright, so one of these days you would really think I would be prepared for these videos and have towels just laying around and ready. I wouldn't have to take little breaks like that. It's marketing. Alright. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to take this polished blowgun rod and we're going to put it straight in the acid and see what it does. Oh yeah, that's the real deal right there. It is not happy about this. Woo-wee! Look at that. That foamed up like instantaneous, that foamed up. So I'm gonna let this sit and soak for a minute and I'll just kind of talk to you about what's going on. So right now the acid is literally making a chemical reaction with the aluminum. Now aluminum and acid do not get along very well at all. Actually, you know what I should do is I should grab a piece of stainless and show you that acid doesn't do much to stainless unless it's hot and it gets a chance to dry. But on aluminum does not like acid at all. It does not get along at all. So let me just wipe this off here. Woo, that's pretty white already. So I don't know if you can see this. Oh yeah, you can see that acid turned this polished piece white super fast. I didn't leave it in that acid very long. You think of most truck washes, they spray acid on, they let it sit, and then they come and rinse it off. I didn't let this sit and I didn't rinse it off. I just dipped it in for a little bit, let it do its work. Now granted, this is straight acid. We're trying to do a demonstration so that people understand what happens when you acid multiple times. Like I'm gonna let this sit overnight and I'll come back tomorrow and shoot the end of this video to show you what this thing looks like when it's sat in acid all night. And sitting in acid all night is kind of like spraying it multiple times. And I'll probably let this sit for a couple days and just see what it does. Kind of like people using prolonged version of acid to see what it does multiple times over and over and over. We know a lot of people that use acid to get through the winters to keep their aluminum clean, but it's actually doing more damage than good. So I'm just going to dip it one more time here, and now that the polish is off, I can tell you it's really going to get white super fast. Yeah, acid's strong. I would definitely recommend wearing a respirator if you're going to be dealing with acid, but if you look at that now, I mean, look at how much more that's bubbling up than it was on the last one. I don't know if you can see these bubbles on there, but it's crazy. It's turning super white. So I'm gonna let this sit a little longer. What I'm gonna do at the whiteboard here in a little bit is I'm gonna explain to you what I personally saw underneath the microscope during my experiences with a metallurgist. I got to meet with a metallurgist years back, and he was interested in polishing and I was interested in metallurgy. So it worked out really well for the two of us that he and I both got to learn from each other that day. I wouldn't recommend getting acid on your skin. That stuff burns a bit. But now I'm just gonna simply wipe this off again. Oh yeah, it's getting super white. It's definitely getting whiter. But now all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set this in here and let it soak. And I'm gonna go over to the whiteboard and try and explain to you what I saw with the metallurgist. Come with me. Alright, so since I'm ridiculously tall, I'm gonna have to sit down to do this so that I can keep the camera close enough and I can try and explain. Alright, so when you look at aluminum underneath the microscope, it's a porous material. It's round, kind of got pores to it. It looks like kind of a sponge underneath the microscope. This is what it looks like right here. Just a bunch of holes, like Swiss cheese, all right? Now, when you polish it, it's real smooth and reflective, all right? But as soon as you hit it with acid, acid puts these shark's teeth on it. Oxidation also looks very similar. When wheels and tanks and stuff oxidize, they also get little shark's teeth on them. So they get all these little sharp points in there, jagged little stars in there. I mean, they're just really sharp. So if you've acidized or if your wheels are oxidized, something that's oxidized heavily will look like this underneath the microscope. Now, acidizing it doesn't do anything more than clean. Like, does it help clean? Sure, I can't deny that it does help clean. But if you have an aluminum pour, let me make sure that you can see that. Yep. So if you have an aluminum pour that's oxidized and you've got some rounded edges aren't bad. Rounded edges, if it's not terribly oxidized, rounded edges will just polish out. Now, if I were to hit this with acid, it would take those roundeds and make them into points, because acid is very strong. Even watered down, it leaves these sharp edges on the edge of the pour. So now I've still got these softly rounded edges, and it's super clean. We'll put a little star on here for clean. It's super clean, but it also now has these sharp little edges, right? So when these sharp edges come across the buffer rips and tears. Especially your softer buffs, yellows and whites. They tear up really bad. Now, when you look at something that's sanded, a pour that's been sanded underneath the microscope, when it's poured, it's got all these, or when it's sanded, the pour has got all these tiny little round bumps on it, and they're not sharp at all. The sandpaper has smoothed it off and knocked down all those edges to just tiny little mountains, right? All right, so when I go to buff across this, these tiny little mountains level off and they end up smoothing out. Can we see down here? Yeah, we can see down here. So when I polish, what I want is nothing. I want it to reflect the maximum amount of light as possible. Now, I'm probably going to post some pictures on Instagram and Facebook here real soon that will actually show underneath a microscope what rough and porous material aluminum looks like, and what some of the materials we use to polish with look like, some of the abrasives, some of the brown compounds, the green compounds, that kind of stuff. But these are the main things that you will see underneath a microscope when you're looking at aluminum. Now, stainless is a completely different beast. I'm not talking about that right now. This is strictly aluminum. Stainless and acid don't really do much. Unless you leave it on and let it dry, it'll leave a discoloration, but discoloration comes off super easy. We all know that. But on aluminum, this is what it looks like underneath. Now, if you've seen Shiny Trucks' video, you saw the chunk of diamond plate that he soaked in aluminum for, I don't know how long it was that he said it was soaked in, but it was crazy. It actually like started to break down the aluminum and make it like start to fall apart. It was crazy. It was a cool video. But this is the reason why. Because as the acid starts etching in, it starts breaking down and deteriorating the aluminum. Now, as this gets worse, eventually the pour just starts looking cracked completely, and there's just stuff everywhere, you know? It's just completely broke down, which is why sometimes you have to sand. Sometimes you don't have to sand either, because the pores haven't fully gotten to that point. Like I said, I've seen a ton of polishers before that either use acid on everything or they sand everything. Us here at the shop, I only do as much as necessary. So I hope this helps you guys out. Stay tuned for tomorrow, where we shoot the rest of this video and see what that acidized blowgun piece looks like. I'm gonna let it sit and soak overnight. We'll come back in the morning and see what it looks like. I'm trying to show you here. You can actually see the acid is doing so much work, it's foaming up. Now this has only been sitting in here for maybe an hour, and we're still gonna come back in the morning, see what it looks like, but as of right now, that aluminum's foamed up so bad that the acid's creeping all the way up it. So let's see where it ends up tomorrow morning. Alright, so I was going to wait till the morning, and I know I told you guys I was going to wait till the morning, but while I was sitting here finishing all my stuff up for the day, I just realized that this thing was steaming. So I literally walked over here and checked on it, and the acid that I had in here is completely gone. It is so hot you can barely touch this. The acid has done so much damage to this thing. I'm going to bring it in close so you can see it. It's hot. It's hot, hot, hot. I don't know how well you guys can see this, but it has actually completely ate it. And if you look in the end of it, it's actually getting brittle and falling apart. Like, it's super thin now. I don't know if you can see that, but it actually ate the metal. Ah, it's hot. But that is unreal. I can't believe that. I'll wait for it to focus here, but yeah, it used to be shiny like that, and then it broke down completely. So this is what acid does long-term damage-wise. I mean, yes, it was straight acid, but this is the same stuff that our local truck wash uses. And this stuff here, it's only been an hour of sitting in that. Now this isn't, you know, put a little bit on today, drive it around, put a little bit on next month, drive it around. This is like what it would be acidizing for a year straight, or right around in there. But this is unbelievable. I mean, I can't believe it. This is damage to the point of now it's so thin that if I sanded this, I would be willing to bet it falls apart from sanding. Like, by the time I sand through this, the end is starting to get so thin here that I bet it cracks and breaks by the time I get done sanding it and polishing. So shout out to Shiny Trucks, because this was an awesome experience and an awesome experiment for me to do. I really hope that you guys can see this on the video. I'm gonna bring it in close one more time, and hopefully this focuses so you can see it. But this is unbelievable. I mean, it is white. I mean, as you can see, it's shiny over here. But this end here, look at that. This wasn't like that before. It's actually like falling apart and brittle. So I hope you guys understand why I don't use acid. Most people don't properly dilute it, and most people definitely do not neutralize it properly. Acids need a base to neutralize. So appreciate you guys watching these things. I hope this one helps explain why we don't use acid here in my shop, but that's all you need. Catch you next time. Like, comment, subscribe, say hi. We'll see you next time.